Lep, Honorable Maina Kamada, Elder and nominated MP, Honorable Senator Abdurahi Haji, Garissa, Honorable Stanley Mudhama, our diaspora in Lamu West, Honorable Joe Manje from Kajiado, the Honorable Isaac I.G. Goge, our youngest nominated senator, Honorable Wabogo Gojiri, MP Nyeri Town, and later we will be invited to speak on behalf of the Mount Kenya MP's caucus, Honorable Senator Fatuma Duro, Honorable Jane Jiro, Ebu Women Rep, Honorable Mugabi Geshoke, member for Odaya, Honorable Peter Mwadhi, Chair Administration, member for Rimuru, Honorable Kiai Anthony Mukoroine, Honorable Jude Jomo, Kiabu, Honorable Jeremiah Kioni, Daragwa, Honorable Wajiko Kibe, Gatodo North, Honorable Abere, Laisamis constituency, Honorable Mama County, Sabina Shege, Muranga. Finally, and very important, Honorable Masi Wajiko Gakuya, our neighbor here in Kasarani. It is now my great pleasure, if it pleases you, the hosts, to invite Honorable Wabogo Gojiri to say a word on behalf of Mount Kenya Caucus. Mumekaribishwa Roysabu, tuna nafasi ya kutosha, kushida na kurara. Karibuni.
Thank you very much to my former Member of Parliament for Nyeri Town and now Member of Parliament for Isambu, Mheshimiwa Dirangwa Ihenya. I stand here on behalf of Mount Kenya Caucus, which brings together approximately 43 members of Parliament from the National Assembly and Senate who are from the Mount Kenya Central Region. And I want to start by first recognizing the good work that has been done by Mount Kenya Foundation leadership, Asanteni Sana, for being able to convene platforms where we are able to come together as leaders of various communities, various sectors, to be able to extend the essence of the handshake that is the politics of our leader, President Uhuru Kenyatta. Thank you so much. And I know that some of our colleagues, either deliberately or for their own political interests, have chosen not to understand what you're doing, but we want to assure you as a caucus, we stand behind you and we will continue to protect you from those who would want to try and attack you for political reasons. We assure you of that commitment. Thank you. Thank you very much. My message is very simple. Come here as Mount Kenya Caucus to extend an open hand of friendship to our colleagues from Northern Kenya. I have listened to CS Ukuriatani give a history of where you have come from and how far you have come, and that we are here now. And we want to recognize that you are here now. And to assure you, as a political leadership, and the caucus that stands to the president, the part that you expect of us, with our brothers and sisters in Parliament from Northeastern, we will do. Where we need to stand with you, where we need to lobby with you, that we assure you that we will do. That is the first commitment we will give you as Mount Kenya Caucus. The second commitment is that as we transition and as we get into the transition conversation of what happens in the next government, that table will be wide enough for all of us. So I also want to assure you, on behalf of my colleagues, that we will make sure if the door is closed, we will open it. And we will make sure that you sit in that room, on that table, so that we can all discuss where we are going as a country. My final commitment, which is the only other thing I'm going to say, is that we appreciate how you have stood with the president. As you have pointed out, our region has been a bit untidy. And we are cleaning up. We are looking forward to the National Delegates Conference that is coming up on the 30th of this month. And we assure you we'll clean up our party. On that part, we assure you. We also assure you you will see us doing a lot of work to consolidate our region. I know there's been this feeling that that region belongs to somebody else. It has never gone to anybody else. It still belongs to Uhuru Kenyatta. We assure you of that. And we will go out there and we will prove that. And as we consolidate, why I'm saying thank you is because in Parliament, whenever we have required numbers, you have been there for us. You have stood with our president, and we assure you, and we say, asanteni sana, sana, sana. It is not something we take for granted, and we assure you we will remember this even in coming days. Should you ever come to us, we will remember to return that favor that you have done for our president, and just to make sure that our country stays stable and continues to progress. That is all you have from Mount Kenya Caucus. Asanteni sana. God bless you.
Tumpigie makofi tena Mheshimiwa Ngonjiri Wambugu. Kabla ya kumwalika ambaye Mheshimiwa Priscilla Nyokabi ambaye ataongea mbele yenu sasa, ningetaka tu kusema kitu kidogo kwamba kikao hiki ni dhihirisho kwamba Wakenya wana imani katika katiba yao tulioiandika mwaka wa 2010. Tukasema kwenye kielelezo in the preamble kwamba we are proud of our ethnic diversity and we are determined to live as one indivisible nation. Kwamba tunajivunia tofauti za kimaumbile zilizoko kati au baina yetu, lakini hivyo hivyo tunajitolea kulinda Kenya isigawanywe au kugawanyika kwa njia yoyote ile. Mheshimiwa Priscilla Nyokabi anajulikana Kenya. Kwa sasa yeye ni commissioner wa Gender Commission. Hapo mbeleni alikuwa mwakilishi wa county ya Nyeri kama women rep wa Nyeri, na hapo mbeleni alikuwa ni wakili study ambaye alipigania haki za binadamu katika kituo cha sheria. Karibu.
Thank you very much, our MC, and thank you everyone who's here. All protocols observed, but let me recognize our CSs and also our CASs and PSs, our governors, our members of parliament, our senators, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, our elders as well, led by our GCA chairman, the MKF chairman and vice chair, everyone. It's truly, truly a good day. There is something good about eating together, even before people say anything. So I think that we have a chance to do that we have a chance to sit together and to enjoy na kupatana na kujuana in our counties of Central. Watu wa North, wote tunawaita tu wa Somali. Mimi sasa, it has taken me long, hiyo wakati nilikuwa akili study, kujua kuna Waborana, kuna Wagabra, kuna Sakuye, kuna Degodia, kuna Ogaden. Imechukua muda. Imechukua muda. Na tunafurahia sana kwamba leo tuko hapa sote to have this conversation and this engagement. Nilikuwa pia na marafiki wengi kule North. Wengi hata walikuwa wananiambia ati watanifanya Muislamu. Kumbe sikujua ati hiyo ni kunioa, lakini walikuwa wananiambia ati wewe tutakusalimisha. Kumbe sasa siku ya harusi ni leo. The day of our wedding is today. A really, really good day for Mount Kenya, East, West, and North. And in this gathering, we want to appreciate the history of where we come from as a region. And we were just looking at the history. In Mau Mau, wakati wa Mau Mau, the communities in the north supported the Mau Mau war. Wakati wazee wengine walihitaji kufichwa, hata mzee Kenyatta, the father of our president, wakati walipelekwa Kapenguria, it was because it was a hot area. Walikuwa waende wateseke kule. But the communities there showed them how to adapt and how to live. And they stayed and the Mau Mau war was won. So it's a long history, and we've had a history of partnership. And that is the history that we want to go back to and forge a new way of doing things and a new way of looking at our issues as a region. You know that the road, like the Keno-Maroa Highway, ambayo pia itarudi ishike Maroa, Nanyuki, Isiolo. Mheshimiwa wetu Gojiri ndiye mheshimiwa wa Maroa, na mheshimiwa wa Ihenya alikuwa mheshimiwa hapo. Maroa area and the entire highway, wakati highway is growing, it grows for us in Mount Kenya, but it also grows for everybody else who it moves on that highway. And that is the growth that we want to see for our country. And just on that road, there's a friend of mine called Mama Rita. Mama Rita duka yake iko Sagana. Anauza mchele pale Sagana. And it's just, ameuza hiyo mchele ya Mwea, gari zinasimama. Mama Rita juzi, nikakuta hii duka ya Sagana, hiyo ni duka moja. Amenunua shamba mbele kidogo ya Sagana, ambayo akaniambia hizi basi kubwa zinasimama zinanunua mchele wakati basi hizo zinakwenda north. And that is really growth. And you can see that is just one story of Mama Rita. These stories can be told everywhere. If you look at how Kikope has grown, if you look at how Mlolongo has grown, if you look at how other towns have grown, that is the growth that we are looking for. And once we become united, that is the growth that we will have. The highways, the roads, and a lot of expansion for both our counties and also the counties in the north. And that is development, that is peace, that is stability, and that is security. And that is the conversation we have today. That is the conversation we want to have. How do we have economic interests that are joint economic interests and a shared vision around them? Na watu wanaanza na economy. Wakishapata economy, Keinana amesema vizuri, tutaingia kwa siasa. When our economy is joint and united, we have to make the same political decisions. We cannot risk the legacy that the president has left us. We cannot risk our future. We cannot risk what we have. We cannot risk the growth that we have made. We cannot risk going back. And if we don't want to make all those risks, it means that the political decisions we make are decisions that protect all of us. Protect all of us. We must protect ourselves. We must protect our regions. We must protect our future. If we make the wrong decision, kulia tutalia. If we make the wrong decision, kulia tutalia. Watu wa Mount Kenya tutalia, na watu wa North pia tutalia. So now we need to have that conversation. And that is why this is a really good day for all of our communities, for all of our growth, for all of our development. It is roads, it is water, it is expansion. It is really, really a good story. The type of story that we want to tell in this day and age. And I am personally very, very happy to be part of this story. Kwa mambo ya kina mama. Na unajua mimi pia ninakuanga kidogo double agent. Mchana mimi ni gender commissioner. Usiku mimi nachunga mlima. Sasa kwa kazi ya mchana ya gender commissioner, we have the story of women empowerment. And the story of women empowerment is also a very good story as to how communities grow. And one of the things that our forefathers did and our mothers did was to eradicate FGM. So me, as I stand here, part of the reason I'm celebrating the East, West, and North coming together is because also East, West, and North can eradicate FGM. And there's something very good. You know, kwa hii maneno tunasema one man, one vote, one shilling. Sisi tumeongeza one wife. Sasa ni one man, one vote, one shilling, one wife. Lakini kabla tuende kwa one wife, kabla tuende kwa one wife, tumalize FGM. Kabla tufike huko mbali, tumalize FGM. We eradicate FGM so that our girls can go to the same levels of education as our boys, so that when we have a conversation on a strong mountain, it's a conversation of men and women. Men and women from East, West, and North. And some of those practices like FGM, when they are eradicated, then the women can be equal to the men, and that's what we are praying for. I want to end with a story. And the story is the Game of Thrones. The Game of Thrones is a game of leadership, like what we have with the presidency. Game of Thrones. We protect the throne, we protect the presidency. In the Game of Thrones, it is the North, the communities in the North. And the communities in the North in the Game of Thrones are saying that winter is coming. And if winter is coming, you prepare for the winter. So the communities in the North have very handsome kings, just like our northern communities. Our men, najua hapa hamtafurahi sana, lakini handsome men are really in the North. So now, the handsome kings of the North, it is time to protect the throne. It is time to protect the presidency. And just like in the Game of Thrones, where the presidency is protected by the communities in the North, even our presidency here will be protected by the kings of the North. King Ukur, King Canaan, and all of the kings of the North. And we from the East and the West are happy to join the kings of the North in protecting the presidency and forging a united front. I was saying as a technical committee, because I led that technical committee that put together this meeting, is that we are stronger together. We are stronger together. Please say with me, we are stronger together. We are stronger together. We are stronger together.
Thank you very much, Chair Commission, Gender Commission. But she should tell us who bought her that buibui. I would like to invite Senator Dulo, Senator Farahia, Fatuma Gedi, Mama Sophia, Naisula, Mama Leshomo. We want to do a small ceremony here, and with their permission, Rueda, yeah, I've said Rueda. Okay, Rueda, waziri wetu, Mama Kobia, waziri wetu, Mama Cecily, CS Winnie Guchu, Elachi, Beatrice, Mheshimiwa, alafu Sabina. These are my former colleagues, most of them. Like Elachi, I worked with her. So na muje hapa mbele, tuwaoneshe vile wamama kwetu wanakaaga wakati wanawekwa ile traditional cloth. Tafadhali, with your permission. Those clothes are very special. On the first day, the mzee brings it home. It is worn for his eyes only. So whenever you remove, jione funga wakati unafika nyumbani kwako.
Entrepreneurs around the country are creatively grinding.
I started with a borrowed phone.
A borrowed phone?
Yeah, that could last 2 hours with charge.
We just have to do quality work for them.
To make their mark in an unpredictable market.
It was now going on a sales venture, looking for stockists, door to door.
On the grind, we bring you their stories so you can tell yours. Every Monday at 7:30 p.m. Men are known to be the pillars.
We're rising up together.
Say your point. You need an alpha male now to come and help you and your girl.
Hi, anaongea zero.
And women, they are the cornerstone that hold the pillars.
Don't be entitled. A man is peaceful, a man knows how to talk to a lady.
This November, the Men's Conference brings a cocktail of diverse ladies to weigh in on various matters.
Something I'd love more to see is men being able to exist as themselves.
Tune in every Wednesday at 10 p.m.
Hello guys, and welcome to Night In with Joy Irungu. Joy Irungu. Joy Irungu.
Heartbreak, pain, and tears have been a major part of Night In Season 1. We thank you for being with us on this journey, and for this upcoming season, we will bring you more empowering stories that not everyone is talking about.
This is the only show where we keep it authentic. We share our lifetime experiences, and you know what? Tell every person that you can turn your pain into power.
Join Joy Irungu on Night In as we take the brave step of sharing.
The road to 2022 is becoming tougher.
Nyuma ya wheelbarrow kuna economic model.
And trickier with each passing day.
Niliwaambia washushe chini bei ya mafuta.
Political aspirants in a dilemma whether to change allegiance or not.
How has Raila and the handshake made Jubilee lose focus?
You've seen Raila Odinga flying military choppers.
Our people have never been called to Uhuru Park to unite. They have always united out of their own volition.
Reduce your madness.
Kenyans are suffering.
That'd be fair to conclude. I don't want your station to be sued.
That Jubilee government has never been able to sponsor any successful project.
Every Monday at 9:30 p.m., Pundits Night brings you inclusive and candid conversations with the pundits. We say disability is not inability.
Our impairment are not disability.
disability is the barriers put across by the society.
Beyond the Limit gives a voice to those abled differently.
People with special needs can undertake a job, particularly that is customer service focused, as good, if not better, than people that are 100% able.
Na tunamjua sana chairman wetu, amekuwa Samburu kwa muda mrefu wa Mount Kenya. Tuko na Bishop Lawi, tuko na Bishop Njenga. Nikisema hawa mabishop, mnajua tulikuwa tumezunguka Kenya mzima kwa sababu ya BBI na hawa mabishop. Nataka tu kusema hivi, ukijenga nyumba alafu ubomoe, itakuwa umesaidia ama utakuwa umeharibu? Sitakuwa umeharibu. Maneno yangu ni moja tu, ni kuambia leaders wa Mount Kenya, mumejenga Kenya tangu ipatikane, msibomoe. Msibomoe. Kwa sababu ile mnaelekea mnabomoa. Na Wakenya wote wanaangalia nyinyi. Tushikilie President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Mnajua President Uhuru, sisi tunampenda kama vile unapenda roho yako. Tunampenda sana. Ni mtoto amepatikana kwetu. Na vile kazi amefanya miaka 10. Kama hatuwezi uona na unasikisa peke yake na una macho, utataka nini ingine tena? Angalieni hiyo maendeleo yote. Ile hatujawahi kuona barabara ya ghorofa, ndio hiyo inapita Nairobi. Unangoja nini tena? Maji sisi tumepata. Lami tumeona, ile hatujaona miaka 50. Kutoka watu wote wanatukanya, wapi? Watu wa jua kali kama sisi wote ule mnaona hapa. Tushaona lami akati ya Kibaki na President Uhuru. Mbeleni hatujaona. Tushaona maji sasa, madamu ndio tunawekea 100 na 100. Elfu. Ukiona hii ofisi ya CS wetu atani, sisi hatukukuwa tunajua milango ya hiyo ofisi, leo tunajua. Leo tunajua. Tunajua leo milango. Hakika mbele ya Mwenyezi Mungu mimi sikuwa najua napita wapi, lakini juzi nilijua. Kwa hivyo hiyo ni mafuno yetu ya President Uhuru. Hivyo sisi tunalia kama muambii ukweli. Wapi chair? Sisi tunalia tukiangalia milima inabomoka na hatujawahi kuona kile imeonekana kwa sasa. Endeni mtengeneze milima, sisi UPYA tutakuwa nyuma yenu kufa na kupona. Kufa na kupona. Aturudi rivers, na sisi si watu wa kununuliwa na shilingi 5. Tumesema 1 kilometer 1 shilling. Twendeni pamoja. Nini nyingine tunangoja? Sisi tuko tayari. 1 kilometer 1 shilling. Sisi tuko na harti, muko na mali. Vile imesemekana hapa, tuchikane pamoja. Tusijiibishe President Uhuru akiwa ametuongoza. Handshake. Handshake. Handshake ya mzee Raila. Hakika tukiwa sisi wanasiasa, jaribu angalia handshake ya Raila ilikujaje na President Uhuru. Nani anaweza jua? Hatungekuwa hivi kama hiyo handshake haingekuja. Hatungekuwa hivi. Lakini President Uhuru ameleta handshake ya kuweka Kenya pamoja. Tusiibishe. Sisi wengine wote tunashikilia hiyo handshake, aturudi rivers. Tuko nyuma ya President Uhuru mpaka dakika ya mwisho. Milima, endeni mkae chini, murudishe umoja wa Kenya. Asanteni, niko na nyinyi.
Mheshimiwa Fatuma Gedi. Fatuma.
Hi, habari zenu? Tusalimiane kwa mikono hata kama mmeshiba sana. Kwa majina naitwa Fatuma Gedi. First representing the women of the North, and I'm also the chair for the 47 women reps. On behalf of the women, nataka kushukuru sana MKF and GCE kwa kutupatia chakula tamu sana, kutukaribisha, kuungana na mandugu zetu na madada zetu kutoka the mountain. Kwa hayo nasema asante sana. Kwa kifupi tu, why we are here is we want to start a new conversation, the conversation of unity, peace and security, and for us to have good working relationship going forward. Mama Lishomo amesema tu, ni ukweli handshake imeleta mabadiliko, imeleta amani. Wakati nyinyi mnaadhirika huko, nyinyi ni wanabiashara watu wa Mount Kenya. Pia sisi ni watu wa mabiashara. Wakati tulipata shida sana, biashara zenu zilienda chini. Hata sisi. Nyanya na viazi zile zinatoka kwenu zinapitia tu kwa barabara zikifika kwetu. Kwa hivyo ile amani handshake imeleta, sisi kama wamama ndo tumefaidika sana. Because wale wamekufa sana, those who have been killed in 2017, those are women and children. So as women we said, enough is enough. We don't want to go back. We want peace. And how do we want peace? Peace through the partnership that we've started today. I want to thank His Excellency the President. Today, kijana yetu ndo ametuleta sisi wote pamoja. Kitambo kuna watu walikuwa nasema sisi, watu ya Northern Region ni tanga-tanga. Lakini tulikuwa tunasema sisi hatujui maneno ya kutanga-tanga. Lakini tunashukuru Mheshimiwa Rais. Wakati alimpatia waziri wetu, alimpatia Cabinet Secretary ya Finance, alionekana kurudisha mkono. Na amerudisha mkono vipi? Amerudisha mkono kuleta watu wake wote pamoja na wakue pamoja. Na ile umoja leo mmeona hapa ni kupitia kwake. Na tunashukuru sana waziri, tunakushukuru. We're really proud of you. Kama sio yeye hatungekuja pamoja. And that is leadership. A leader is the one who can lead his people and shows direction. And we thank you for showing us the direction. As a woman, I just want to talk to the Mount Kenya fraternity. Let's support each other to empower women. Kwa hii nyumba from the mountain, we only have 2 women. Senator Dulo and Sophia. Kama mnaweza simama tu muonekane. We only have 2 of them elected as a senator and a member of parliament from our region. It has never been heard. Wamefungulia wamama wengi barabara. Na hata kwenu, kuna wabunge wengi wamama mmewachagua na gavana moja. Ningewaomba sana, kama leo sasa tumekuja pamoja ndo tuanze hii safari. Tushikilie wamama. Wamama wachaguliwe. Wamama wachaguliwe kama magavana. Naona kuna wamama wengi hapa wanataka gavana, kama Maito yuko hapa pale. My sister here and many of you. We also have many other women. Let us support. Tushikilie wamama mkono. Pia hao wakue kwa decision table. My sister Nyokabi said something about 1 man, 1 shilling, 1 wife. Me, I want to introduce and invite you so that you can learn from the brothers and sisters from the northern. We want to liberate the people of the mountain in marrying more than 2 wives or 3 or 4. Yes. We want to teach you, we want to liberate you from mwacheni mambo ya mama moja, tumoe wawili, watatu, wanne, so that tujaze population ndo tushikane pamoja tuunde serikali. Ya mwisho kabisa, najua kuna mama wengi wanashangaa, lakini baba zetu hapa, you know, it's about learning from each other. So part of learning, muwafunze ile tricks wanafanyanga huko kubembeleza mama ndo waoe wengine. Pia nyinyi sasa mfanye hivyo, and I'm really happy to be here. I'm looking forward to host you in our region so that muone pia chakula zile tunapika. Culture yetu iko aje. Part of the culture is marriage, there's others. But before I leave, I just want to say something very important. And I want to talk to the chair, Chair Munga, and Vice Chair Titus. I remember last year we were here for mediation talks on the issues of Kirinyaga. And I'm happy and privileged to be part of that team, together with my sister Sabina and Yokabi and many others. And I remember Uncle Munga, I call you Uncle Munga, and Uncle George, there's something I asked you. And today is a dream come true for me. I'm really happy. I asked you, when I listened to the dispute mechanism resolutions that you people undertake, and also listened to your structures, the GC structures, the Mount Kenya structures, I was really admired. And I asked you, this one, in huko kwetu, we have it, but it's not really structured and respected so much because of many politics. So I asked you, can we have an exchange, learning, you remember, between our elders and your elders, so that they can also learn, so that even us from the people of Mountain, we have a proper structure like yours. And you said, okay, let's plan. So today it has come true, courtesy of my brother, the CS. CS, I want to thank you so much, because I told this, I think last year, and today it has happened. So Mungu awabariki, sisi wote tuko pamoja, ile safari tunaenda ni ile Mheshimiwa Rais anaenda, na kwa hakika, hakuna mtu anataka kuingia kwa mkono mbaya. We don't want to go back. We don't want to lose what we have gained. We don't really want a person who will mortgage this country. So tushikane mkono, asanteni sana na karibuni Northern Kenya.
Call for 2 minutes. Chairman PPG, and then Chairman PPG, you can call Professor Omar to say also something, 1 minute. We are not, the time is running very fast, and let's keep to the 2 minutes, please.
Asante sana. Nashukuru sana wale wote wako hapa, viongozi wetu na pia wasee wetu. Kabla sijasema kitu, nataka ku recognize naitwa Alois Lentoimaga, Member of Parliament for Samburu North and PPG Chairman. I want to, and I have my officials here. Please, Mheshimiwa Bashir. Bashir is my Vice Chair. Dr. Omar is my treasurer in our caucus, personal parliamentary group. So I think we are in order. And I want to say that nashukuru sana CS. Tumetoka mali mrefu sana. Tumetoka mbali tukiwa wafugaji. Tumeanza karibu mwezi 3 ama mwaka moja under the chairmanship of Okur. And I want to thank tunataka kushukuru sana President kwa kutupatia nafasi katika treasury. Kama vile wenzangu wamesema, si rahisi sisi kuwa huko. Kama si His Excellency the President, hatungeweza kufika hapo. Na amerecognize, na hii mambo ya kuwa pamoja kama wafugaji imekuwa very elusive. Lakini kwa sababu ya ndugu yetu na hiyo nafasi ambaye ako nayo huko na governors wetu, tumefika mahali tumefika. Na sisi tunakuanga kidogo slow, especially leaders from Northern Kenya. We watch and see. Actually, we do a lot of rec before we come in. And we took some time to see that, to come where we are. And I think we are now of age. Tumefika mahali tunahitaji kufika. Tunataka kusupport President kabisa kwa yale ambayo anataka kufanya ili tufike mbele. Na I want also to mention about Governor Nyandarua, Governor Kimemia, who is my mentor. Some of us who work in the civil service cannot go wrong. We know what government is. And sometimes we cannot just go a wrong direction. We know that this team which is here is the one to determine the direction of this country. And that's why sisi wafugaji tumesema tuko hapo. Kabisa tuko hapo kwa sababu tunajua hapo ndio serikali itakuwa. Basi tunaomba basi nyinyi wenzetu kutoka Mount Kenya. Sisi tumekuwa periphery kwa muda mrefu. Hii jani yetu ambayo tumeingia, tunataka kukaa kwa hiyo mesa. Kwa sababu hatujakaa wakati mwingine mara mingi. Tunataka kuwa pamoja na nyinyi in the decision making of development and any other issue about in this country. First of all, for us who are from Samburu, because I have a very big delegation from Samburu here, President Kenyatta mwenyewe baba yake alikuwa jailed huko. Alikuwa jailed Maralal 1960. Kutoka hapo ndio akakuja kuchukua uongozi wa hii Kenya. Na tuna wasee ambaye watoto wao wako hapa ambaye walisaidia mzee Kenyatta kuletea maziwa, kuletea nyama, mzee kama Lekalja. Hata sisi wenyewe tulipigania uhuru wakati kuna mzee mmoja yetu alipotea anaitwa Leaduma, hawajaonekana mpaka sasa. Mara mingi mtu akiwa na makosa tunaambia utapelekwa mahali Leaduma alipelekwa. Because he just disappeared. And Leaduma was like a seer. So the British government iliona kama huyu ndio anaelekeza Wasamburu mahali mbaya. Kwa hivyo wakachukua yeye na kupotea. Nafikiri aliwekwa ndani ya Lake Victoria. Hatukuona maiti yake mpaka sasa. Kwa hivyo sisi tuko kabisa katikati yenu hasa kwa business. And in fact in my civil service years I worked in Turkana. Mahali naitwa Kakuma. And one day I think 1988 there was a lot of war between the Ethiopians and Sudanese and Turkanas, Dongiro. So there was only Turkana, a few Turkanas, and the rest are just military, JSO, AS2, police. One day, a young man, a Kikuyu young man, 1990, came to go to Kibish. That's a Kibish. Imagine one single person just going there, and there are nobody else. There are more than 100 policemen. Lakini unakuta Mkikuyu mmoja kijana, he died to go to Kibish. What was he doing? Alikuwa anaenda kufungua business. Tukaulize unaenda wapi? Anasema najua hapa hakuna kiosk na hakuna duka. Washeni mimi nifungue duka bana. Hakuna watu watakula nini? And he died there and he went there and he did it well. So I want to appeal to you that we are partners. We can work together. We have worked together for a long time and we will continue working together tukiwa na hii partnership. Tunaomba kwamba tumeresolve sisi kama wafugaji, kama Northern Kenya, tunataka tuwe pamoja na nyinyi. Mtusilete sisi down, tusaidiane pamoja, tufanye kazi. Na kitu moja, mara mingi hatujulikani wenzetu. Mimi nimekuwa parliament mwaka mbili. Na hata nikiwa civil service, nilikuwa nashangaa. Ukienda ofisi, unasema unataka Samburu ama Mandera, unaambiwa ni kwenda Samburu unapita Kitale. Ukitaka kwenda Mandera unaenda kupita Lodwar. You people don't know us. So I want also to appeal that let us know each other. By partnering, by working together, we will know Kenya more than any other person. And there are many, the way the CSR said. I don't want to repeat all. He has said everything actually. What he said is what would have all of us said. So I want us to please let us know each other. Let us explore there more. Mwende huko kabisa muone hiyo nchi. That is where Kenya is now. Hii area yenu yote imekuwa saturated. Huko ndio Kenya. Apart from that, remember we border Sudan. We border Ethiopia. We border Somalia. Any kind of invasion that come to this country, and it can be likely from that area because it is arid, the terrain is bad, it's nimistuni, nimesauliwa. That is why the enemy can come through. So we need to support each other to protect our country, because that's where the problem is. And we want you to back us because we are patriotic. Na sisi hatutafuti president. Sisi tunataka kuangalia nyinyi tu na kusupport nyinyi ili tuwe pamoja. Mara mingi nyinyi ndio mnatafuta president. Sisi wa Northern Kenya, sisi tunataka tu maendeleo. Na tunasema kitu moja muhimu sana ndio niketi. Hiyo mahali inatakiwa ifunguliwe. There are only, at the moment, there's only one road that we can say is complete. The road from Nyeri to Moyale. The rest is not open. Hata hii ya Turkana, hii inapita Turkana si mzuri, ina yumba. Ile ya Garissa naye si mzuri. Imefika tu Modagash, hakuna. But the moment you open that area, you reap a lot of resources. Hii watu wote wamekuwa congested hapa na a lot of wealth, wase ambayo wameendeleo. Hii wealth yenu mingi ambayo mmeweka hapa, peleka huko. Tukiwa na partners pamoja, because you can make a lot of benefits if you go through that route. Mimi mara mingi hao wenzangu wanashakia hii wasichana. Mbona wewe ulikuja leo? Mbona most of them are doubting. Are you really ready? Lakini sisi na Kibemia, you don't go to a war unless you do a wreck. You wreck. Unaangalia hata PC. You do a lot of wrecking. Hata CS. You have to wreck. Tumerek ya kutosha. Tumeona hapa ndio mambo. Asante.
Chair, you have said it all, and I don't know whether anything is left for me. But to my impeccable elders, I'll begin with that, to my impeccable elders, and I have a particular reason for saying impeccable elders. From both sides, I wish to say hamjambo, but before I do that, to also the CASs, the governors, senators, my colleagues, the ulama and the church leaders, to all of you, I greet you by this name, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. What that particularly means is that we are receiving each other cordially. And that cordial relationship is the thing that brought us both here, and both our team, that is. And therefore, I just want to say one thing, that the North that was the forgotten is today the North that is favorable, and that is courtesy of President Uhuru Kenyatta. And definitely that is an indication to us, to all of us, that we are here to stay together, that we are here to start the journey together. For us, the head and the legs are very important things for the nomadic pastoralists. The head, we think, the legs, we take our strides to reach for greater heights. And that is where we are. But one thing I want to say, Honorable Kiunjuri has said, that Wambugo has said, is that you will receive us on the table, at the table, but we are saying we will receive each other at the table as equals, and we will open the door together and walk in that door together as equals, as equal partners. We have more to give, you have more to give. We have more to share, and we will share that. And that is a political direction that we're going to be taking together. It is very important that we know each other more than we do. I am the Member of Parliament for Wajir South. And as the member of Wajir South, it comprises of 23,000 square kilometers, nearly, with a population of about 400,000 people, as per the last census. But one thing you don't know, that size is equivalent to Central Province, Nairobi Province, which it used to be called Province, and Western Provinces combined. Those three provinces combined. My journey is this, that I want you to undertake with me, that more representations are done. And the woman rep for the Mama County, Samburu has definitely said that 1 kilometer, 1 shilling. For Wajir South as well, 1 kilometer, 1 shilling is important. It reaches everybody in every corner. And it means more to the people of Central as well. The more wealth created there, the more it comes into here. In Australia, they used to call it the boomerang factor. The boomerang factor, you throw something, but it comes with a big catch. It returns with a big catch. Give us something in our parts, it will come back with big. Thank you very much for having me, and thank you so much.
Tuwapigie makofi tena viongozi hao kwa maneno yao ya busara.
Nitafanya mabadiliko kidogo kwenye ratiba yetu. Kwanza nimwalike hapa CAS Hassan Nur aongee mbele yetu kabla ya kuwaalika vijana ambao walikuwa waongee mbele yake. Baadaye au akimaliza Mheshimiwa Nur, tutamwalika hapa Commissioner Kaguthi naye aongee kuhusu mambo ya peace and security kulingana na vile anavyoyaona mambo hayo. Karibu Mheshimiwa.
Thank you very much, MC. Let me take this opportunity to thank CS Ukur Yatani and the chairman of Mount Kenya Foundation for giving us this gracious opportunity to converge together and think for the future of this country. I want to recognize my colleagues, the CASs who are here. Please just stand up where you are. CASs. At the far end there, we have CAS Mumina Bonaya. She is the CS for Education. That is Beatrice Elachi, our CAS too. That is Mheshimiwa Elmi, CAS in the Environment and Forestry. Next is, we haven't met. It's unfortunate. Professor Ntiba, the long-serving expert in fisheries, is also a CAS. Gichui is our CAS in the Ministry of Treasury, National Treasury and Planning. And then I have there Winnie Guchu. Winnie is dressed like Fatuma, so I wouldn't be able to tell. Thank you, Winnie, in OP. And then finally, our former governor, our former ambassador, our former DC, the current CAS in the Ministry of Office of the President, Ministry of Interior. Please sit down. Thank you very much. Distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here today for a very important event, an event that brings together the mountain and northern part of Kenya. This idea has been on the table, and I want to thank again CS Treasury for having come a long way. For the last 2.5 years, he's been with us thinking about this great day to come. The northern part of this country is 70% of the land size of Kenya. If I may put it slightly smaller, the county of Mandera is equivalent in size to the Republic of Rwanda. The county of Wajir is 3 times the size of Rwanda. The county of Turkana equally and Marsabit are 3 times the size of Rwanda. This great region has a population of nearly over 6-point-something million people. The population is over 6 million as of today. But it is also the home to one of the greatest potential in terms of minerals in this country. Unfortunately, from Kapenguria, the conflict that is in this region is second to none. The theme of my speech is going to be on peace and security. And my senior, Kaguthi, will equally talk about it. But my focus of peace and security will be in the northern part of the country. The counties that are here today have serious challenges. From Kapenguria to Nadapal, we are dealing with cattle rustling, traditional cattle rustling across the border between the Pokots and the Turkanas and the Karamajongs, which has been there for ages. That has reduced development to nearly zero. From Lokichogio all the way to the shores of Lake Turkana, we have conflict that is between communities that are living across the lake and southern Sudan. It is a serious challenge. From the shores of Lake Turkana to Marsabit and Moyale, we have traditional clan conflicts that have been there and has reduced development to nearly nil over the years. From Mandera, Moyale to Mandera And from Mandera to Kiunga, we have problems of international terrorism that has been occasioned by the instability and lack of proper state across the border in Somalia. This has been our challenge. This frontier is the frontier that is actually the watchman of the Republic of Kenya to the north. We are the custodian of the border controls. We are the people who are protecting the borders of this country. Unfortunately, it's costed us our entire development for the last 60 and 70 years. I am the Deputy Minister in the Ministry of Education. This conflict has costed us heavily. If I take the effect of this conflict on education, our level of illiteracy in Turkana is 82%. 82%. Wajir is 76%. Garissa is 74%. Mandera is 70%. And Marsabit is 68%. This is 70% of the landmass of this country. On average, their level of illiteracy is 72%. This is the greatest challenge that we have in this country. A little bit about near home in Northeastern, the situation is so grave. In Wajir, we have 96 primary schools with only one teacher. 96 primary schools with one teacher only. Each school, one teacher, 96 of them. Out of them, 10 of them are from standard 1 to class 8, which means they have candidates sitting for KCPE. In Mandera, the county I come from, and where I intend to run for a governor, 116 schools have only one teacher. In Wajir, we have 5 secondary schools with only one teacher each. In Garissa, we have 118 schools with one teacher only each. We have 3 secondary schools with one teacher only each. And these are the challenges we face. But these challenges can only be faced, and we can only resolve these challenges if we unite together as a country and sit down and start a national dialogue. It can be done. And this is the beginning of this dialogue, which will bring a solution to the problem that is facing these counties to the north. The future of this country is in the north. We have abundant resources. We have wind power. We have minerals. All this can only be tapped if we have proper road network. And we are very glad to His Excellency the President for spearheading the road constructions in this region, that we are now seeing that there is hope within our lifetime to see roads to this part of the country. Despite against all these challenges, we share entrepreneurship skills. We have entrepreneurship skills, and I want Chairman Munga to listen to this. We have the skills that are of entrepreneurial nature. These skills of entrepreneurship is premised on trust and honesty. You have the resources, you have the resilience, you have the entrepreneurial skills, but we have the honesty and trust skills that we want to impart to the people of Mount Kenya. And therefore, if you find somebody from the northern part of this country who has defaulted on his loans, know that he's going to repay his loans. We are an oral society. You have the perseverance and the patience that is second to none. Even in 2008, when the community was pushed to the brink of it, you managed to resist the temptation to retaliate. And for that, we offer you high gratitude for holding this country together. I was at the epicenter of it. I was the PC Rift Valley. I saw it. And that is why today, I need to be on the table that is going to decide who becomes the next president of this country, because I know it all and I have seen it. Guide our president properly. Let him make the right choice for us. We owe it to you. We owe it to the mountain to give proper guidance to His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta, so that he is able to direct for us the best way to go. We have never been in the opposition. We were only in the opposition once, and that is 2002, when we supported His Excellency the President Uhuru Kenyatta. We are not going to the opposition. We will go where the president is, because we know that's where the best choice is going to be there for us. Thank you very much.
Tumpigieni makofi. Kabla ya kumwalika, karibia Commissioner Kaguthi. Kwa sasa nataka kutangaza kwamba Bonaya Katelo Sarboba, umepoteza mkoba wako. Sijui kama unaitwa mkoba huu, unione nitakupatia. Sasa bila kudhalilisha umuhimu wa viongozi ambao watakuja kuongea hapa, tunawaomba tuongee kwa muda wa dakika 2 kila mtu, na ninataka kuwaita hapa mbele viongozi wafuatao ili tuongee kwa msururu wa haraka. Kiongozi wa vijana Grace Ndegwa ambaye ni PWD ataongea kwa dakika 2 baada ya commissioner kuongea. CEO wa Kenya Investment Authority Moses Ikera Daktari ataongea kwa dakika 3, na nyuma yake ataongea patron wa Kikuyu Elders Benson Kinywa. Kwa sasa na baada ya patron wa Mount Kenya Elders, hapo kwa karibu nyuma yake Senator wa Youth Ngugi IG, ukaribie. 2 minutes each tafadhalini.
Chairman wangu wa Gema na your colleague Bishop Jenga, Chairman Mount Kenya Foundation, the Honorable Governors, CS is wetu, our chief guest, the permanent secretaries who are here in CASs, all the leaders and all the protocols observed. Good afternoon. I have been caveated a bit to take a shorter time than I had anticipated, and I will attempt to comply. We have 2 blocks here, the UPYA block and the Mount Kenya Development block. I am a bureaucrat, a public servant. I have not moved from there. And therefore, what I'm going to say is what I would say even if I was in active service. There is one principle when it comes to matters of peace and security and development. If there is anything that you pick from me, is this: development supports peace and security, just like security supports development. If we can achieve that, we reduce virtually all insecurity and the development takes over. So it is therefore extremely important for us to appreciate the kind of effort made by the current government. The current government, when you reflect, as you are campaigning in 2013, 2017, early alone, the campaign was sisi watu wa pahali ambapo ni marginalized, hata kilomita moja ya rami hatuioni, si ni kweli? But for now, you start getting an opening everywhere. We are particularly happy, we who have served in this particular service, when I remember that from around the time we had a lot of upheavals, sending messages even to Garissa, to Mandera, was quite a problem. Today, I am able to tell you, you can take breakfast in Thika, take lunch in Garissa, and take dinner in Lamu. Quite wrong. You get, and you know, it's important for us to appreciate that work which has been done. That the Witu, Mkoe Road,